Welcome to another live podcast for Earthworks Hub, where we connect everyone in the earth moving and construction industry. So thank you for joining me this evening. It's Sunday, the 2nd of February. On my notes, I wrote January. That's a bit of a stuff up. Lucky I caught that. But Sunday, the 2nd of February. I am Ivan Orlovic, if you don't already know. And tonight, I'm going to make a few revelations. So tonight, I'm going to reveal some news that I received about my skin cancer check that I did recently. So I booked into my local mole map centre last week or the week before and had a full body mole map done. And then they checked, my whole body from head to toe, looked for any concerning moles. And then they sent away any images that they did on the day, because they did like about 17. They found about 17 moles and sent images of those away to a professional dermatologist as a second opinion. And then they sent me a report. It came the other day, so I've got some results for people. I will reveal them shortly. So hang around if you want to hear the results. And if you are contemplating on getting a skin check or a full body mole map done, don't hesitate, go and do it, because you might be surprised. A mole that you may not think is of concern may actually be a problem, and it's better to catch it early. So I know I keep saying that, I've said it in my posts, but it's so true, man. It's like 95% of melanomas are treatable if you catch them early. So if you can go and you've got a mole or something that you think is a little bit weird on your skin, go and get it checked. Go to a mole map center, or it doesn't even have to be mole map, but someone similar, and get it checked, man, because it's worth it. Definitely worth it. So to everyone on TikTok that's saying hello, sorry guys, I do see you up there. Thank you for saying hello. Thank you for coming on. TikTokers, everybody on Instagram, thank you as well. We've got Mobers joined, Josh Junior Mac, Jeremy Luke, Matt James Haulage, Jay Penham. Who else is on here? Dirt Rock Civil, All Civil Works Group, RecordTime, BMG, everyone's on here. Cooper, Sydney, everyone, ADM. Thank you very, very much all for joining, especially all the regular guys. I love it that people keep coming back. So that's really, really good. Josh is asking about the almond lattes. It's too hot for an almond latte, I can tell you that. Tonight is water or beer weather, because it's 36 in Melbourne. We're about to get some massive storms apparently. So I can see it's just the weather's changing a bit. It's gone dark. There's a bit of wind around, so I reckon we're in for a bit of lightning and thunder. But we'll see what happens. But evening, yes, good evening. Everyone's saying good evening. Thank you once again for joining. Now, don't forget to list your businesses on earthworkshub.com.au. If you haven't done so, go and put your business on there, because everyone can see your business and use your services. So whether you're a drafty, a surveyor, a concreter, or a concrete pump, whether you have tippers or trucks, like quarry trucks, or if you're a concrete plant, anything, man. If you're a quarry that sells products, if you're a supplier that sells sleepers, or if you're a landscaper, go in, put your business on the website. It's free. So go to the business section, do add listing, and put your business in there so everyone can find you and use your services. Because when you do that, you get to be announced on the show. So these people are the listings of the week. So these are people that have listed this week, and I just saw some of them come on. Brisbane Civil, thank you for listing as well. Brisbane Civil in Queensland. Dirt Rock Civil, which we just saw on here a second ago. Dirt Rock Civil in Victoria. AU Buckets in, where are they? They're in Western Australia. Ape Earthmoving in Queensland, and HPT Excavations in Victoria. So there's the listings of the week. So thank you to those people that have listed. And you know what? It's also good for yourself. So don't think of it, I'm doing it for Earthworks Hub. You're doing it for yourself. Spread the word on your business. It's like free advertising. So just do it, man. Now, Moba saying he just had an almond latte over ice. Very nice, man. Very nice. If you put a bit of alcohol in there, is that what they call an affogato? Is it? I don't know. The Italians, you'd know that stuff. Hello to everyone that has joined Terra Pro, saying they're getting hammered on the peninsula at the moment. So, yes, I can see that. Oh, Cowboy Drew has requested to join. Cowboy Drew, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me do a couple of things, and then I'll get you on, man. Definitely. All right, so a quick shout out to my sponsors, one of them who is just on there now talking about almond lattes, MOBA Australia, Network Finance, the Bole Group, Melbourne Tractors, Spartan Machinery, Nexgen Landscapes, JR Safety Co, Digga, Godings, Earthmoving Warehouse, RecordTime, Plastube, and Phillips Plant Hire. So thank you to all my sponsors. Without you guys helping me out, I would not be able to keep doing this. So thank you to all the sponsors. If you're keen on becoming a sponsor and also getting yourself announced on here, getting your merch in the back, getting put on our shirts, and just being part of the cause, hit me up if you want to come and join me as a sponsor or a partner. If you want to be able to offer discounts to all our listeners, also hit me up and we can become affiliates and help the industry. So you'll see already there's a lot of guys doing that. Hard Hat Watches, Telesin, Two Savage Glasses, MOBA, all those other guys, Digga, they're all offering discounts if you use my code, eWorksHub. So make sure you use that code when you're buying stuff and you get discounts. So benefits of being a Earthworks Hub viewer. All right. Let's quickly talk about my week, and then I'll take people on as guests. So if anyone is thinking about it, definitely hold on for a second, and I'll invite you in, or you can request. All right. So during the week, I posted a couple of things. One, I did a podcast with Chevron Insurance. So for anyone that hasn't seen that episode, I spoke to John from Chevron about all insurance things to do with trucks and machinery, which is what most of us here probably deal with. So if you've got machinery or trucks, or you've got a business and you need like liability insurance or something like that, hit up Chevron Insurance, but also go listen to that episode because he tells us all about how it works, how they calculate premiums, how they do claims. We spoke about heaps of stuff on there. So all relevant questions, and some of those questions people have been asking me, which I asked him. So they're your questions for him. So that was a really good episode. So go and if you've got questions about that, also ask me. And he's also going to come on every now and then, and we're going to do some listen to questions when he's on. So in a few weeks, I'll get John to join me, and we're going to call that Money Matters. So under the Money Matters segment, we'll talk about insurance, finance, all sorts of stuff, and he'll be on to help us out. I stick it up my ute. So it's funny because someone was beeping at me the other day, and a little truck drove past, and he was out, had his hand out the window, beeping, saying hello, waving, and I was like, who the hell was that? And then I remembered, hang on, I told people to beep and do that when they see me. And then he messaged me later. He was like, hey man, it was Andrew, whatever, from TikTok. He told us to beep, so I beeped at you. So that's good, man. People got the message. And I stick it the way you guys voted for it. So everyone voted for option A, which was to have Earthworks Hub across the middle of the door. What's going on here? It's telling me my live shut down on TikTok. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so I opted for that option. Option A, which everyone voted for, that got majority votes, man. They got like 30 or 40 votes compared to the rest. So I went with option A. So have a look for my post and you'll see how the car turned out. So thank you very much to Complete Civil Supplies. So thank you for the hat as well. But they did the stickering for me. They're the sister company of JR Safety Co. So if you need any stickering done, they do full stickering now for vehicles and stuff for your fleet. And they also do print little stickers if you need for your machine, for your cars and stuff like that. And ADM Civil is saying he's putting my sticker on his Digga as we speak. ADM, you know what? You're going to have to go live in a minute and show us that. You're going to have to join me as you're putting it on. Wait. Alright, so that was another thing we did. So thank you to these guys. Now, give me 1 second. It's telling me here that my TikTok is failing always. I don't know why. So I'll let that go in a second. Why is it not going live? Anyway, you know what? I'm going to just leave TikTok then. It's not working. Bad luck. Sorry, TikTokers. Okay, so everyone on Instagram, stay on. Now, I also, what else did I do? So thank you to Complete Civil Supplies for the stickers. I also released a podcast, and he's on here tonight as well, with Curtis from RecordTime, and we basically spoke about their system, which is like a business management software, allows your business to go paperless. So go and watch that. If you've got a business and you're still using, paper dockets, you're still getting things signed by supervisors, you're still getting your workers to do timesheets manually and stuff, you need to go see that episode and learn about how you can make your life easier for a very, very minimal cost. And in fact, it's going to make your life a lot better. So it's actually probably no cost if you really think about it. So yeah, RecordTime, Go and watch that episode. It was just released this week, and that was with Curtis. So, and if you got any questions as well, hit me up, send them to me, and I'll get Curtis to help answer those as well. I did a review of the Dingo K9 series. So I went to Godings, who are now selling the little Dingo mini loaders. And we talked about the K9 series, which is what they've got. They've got a diesel and petrol version. They look like an awesome little bit of kit. So if you want to know a little bit more about those, go and see those. Hang on a second. TerraPro saying the Yeti Esky is hanging for the sticker pack. I just opened it. Ooh, nice. Very nice. And Cowboy Drew saying he just used my code for 2 Savage. There you go. So well done, man. Good. Use the codes. That's what they're for. That's why I'm partnering with everyone to try and get discounts for all of you guys. So I reviewed the K9 Dingoes, mini loaders. So that was good. They're very interesting to go and see that at Godings. So Godings in Rockbank and Geelong are now selling those. I also did a funny post about when I fell on a trampoline. So we went out with the kids and to a little playground, and I tried to show them how I can jump from one of those little in-ground trampolines and reach the other one, but didn't quite make it, and it took a bit of a tumble. So I just put that up for a bit of a laugh, or at my expense, obviously. And then last week's episode, I did a free-for-all, so I just allowed anyone to join. We had a number of people come on, and we went for 2 hours, so I had to actually split that podcast into 2. So I've done the part 1 and the part 2, and they're both up and out for you guys, available today. I think they went up. Oh, part 2 went up today, so you'll be able to see last week's episodes split in 2. So that's what I had happening during the week. So I'll invite people on. So if you want to come on as a guest, feel free. If you want to talk about anything in particular, whether it's work related or not, and you want to just jump on and have a chat, do a request now. So you just go on and click on the little plus sign with the camera, and that'll send me a request. So feel free, man. Anyone that wants to come on, I'll let it just go. We'll just do whatever. While people are doing that, I will reveal my results for my skin cancer check. So I've got an app. So when I went to My Mole Map, they set me up on their system. They give you an app, and then you go on there and you can log in and you can see all your results, all your pictures, everything. So you see your whole body where all the moles are. So they found 17 lesions, they call them, on my body. So 17 sort of moles. Took them all to a dermatologist, or sent the photos to a dermatologist, and he's come back and said I am clear. So none of my moles are of concern. So luckily I don't have to worry, but I do have to go back in 12 months, and I need to go and get another check, but just to see if anything's changed. So fortunately for me, I'm clear, but I do know some people that have had experiences where they went there and actually found stuff. So make sure you go. If you're not sure, definitely go and have a look. So in between that, we've had Digmax Australia join, JJH Excavations, TR Society, Brenton Purdle, TerraPro, Cowboy Drew. Alright, so a few people have joined since then. The Excavator Bloke, here we go. Alright, oh, is that Jet Civil as well? Yeah, Jet Civil, Pro Excavations, Top Notch Excavations, GPS Machine Control. Man, everyone's here. Somebody asked a question. If I had to buy a posse, what would you buy? And somebody wrote the new Cat 255. Somebody wrote the John Deere 325. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's a good question. We can talk about that. If anyone wants to jump on and have a chat with me about that, we can. TerraPro saying, how's that for a peace of mind? Yeah, definitely, man. Now I feel better. I was a bit worried about my ear. The tip of my ear has like a dark little spot on it, and it keeps scabbing up. And we thought it was because of the sun. But they reckon that it's not too bad, but I've just got to keep an eye on it. So that's why I've got to go back in 12 months just to double check that one in particular. All right, so yeah, who wants to join me? Go, come on, let's go. Jump on, feel free. We can talk about any topic that you guys want. Someone's mentioned, what posi track would I buy? If I can answer that one, I have to be neutral here because I don't want to like offend any brands. I don't know. I had Cowboy's going to join. Wait, since you asked the question, I'll let you on. Hang on 1 second, man. Ian B saying get a Bobcat. There you go. So Drew, he's going to join me. Let's have a look. Oh, I just saw lightning over there. Drew, how are you, mate? Look at that hat. What's that? Upper.
Upper Big Papa.
Oh, that's it. That's it. I keep hearing this weird noise. Oh, are you getting messages, are you?
Sorry, I'm on a group chat.
Ah, okay. You're a young fella.
Yeah, 16.
16. Wow, very young boy. There you go. So you're asking about a posi track, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. So, what do you know about posi tracks? Have you ever used one?
Oh, I've hired a couple. I own a little excavator. I've hired a couple though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hired off me mate a Kubota SV95. They were pretty good.
Oh, yeah. So you use one of those? Yeah, nice. That's a big boy. Yeah.
Yeah, and used a T-Rex posi track.
Oh, yeah. Like a what? Like a PT 50 or 16?
Yeah, that was good. Like,
Yeah.
bit little.
Yeah. A bit little, yeah. Well, you know what? To answer your question, it probably depends on what you want to do as well. So, depending on what type of work you're going to do, that's going to determine what posi track you want to get. Your phone keeps buzzing. It's going to keep doing it on my thing. Can you put it on Do Not Disturb for a minute, or is that?
Yeah, I'm doing.
Hang on. Did it work?
Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, it's working.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, only because it keeps buzzing, it's going to come up. Everyone's going to hate me. Someone's saying they'd go the Bobcat T66.
Yeah, they're pretty good. My boss has one of them.
Does he?
Yeah.
So what do you do? Are you at school or are you actually working?
Oh, I just start school Tuesday, but I've been working every weekend.
Have you? What, just with a family member?
Nah, just a mate.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Oh, good, man. Good. Well, I think it depends on what sort of work you want to do. That's answering your question, I suppose.
Mainly just pushing gravel, slashing, mulching.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Well, if you're doing that, then I suppose it can be any sort of size. It doesn't have to be too big.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you need something like what you've already had. Maybe not a 95. Doesn't have to be that big. You could even do an SVL
75 probably.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to go too big because then you can also be small enough to fit in like tight spaces and put it in the truck easier. Because I don't think that. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what isn't bad. The ASVs. They're pretty good.
They are nice. Yeah, yeah. I've had a PT 60 in the past, which used to be ASV anyway in the old days. But yeah, they're not bad too. They're not bad. The undercarriage can be a little bit hard to maintain, but they're not too bad. Yeah, that's it, man.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, no, good.
On what if you're gonna go for an excavator? Like I've got an XCMG 1.7. Yeah. But do you reckon it's worth getting a till ditch for it?
If you're doing a lot of landscaping in that, it might be. But on a little machine like that, I don't know. Well, you know what? I can't say don't do it because a lot of people are. Your phone's still buzzing.
Oh, bloody hell. One.
Who else is on here? People, you still on? Anyone here? Oh, yeah, we're still going. Another guy saying get the T66. Where is he? Oh, Drew's a keen little kid, man. Good on him. Are you there?
Yeah, cash jobs only, mate.
Cash jobs only. I love it. Yeah. No, you know what? I think. What was I saying just before? The tilting hitch. Yeah. So if you have a small machine like that and you do a lot of landscaping and you need to like do some nice detail work, then you probably will get a tilting hitch will help you. Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, then the tilt buckets are also good. I've had trouble with tilt buckets, so just you break a lot of hoses.
Yeah, you got to be careful they don't get snagged somewhere. Yeah, that's true. I can't see you. You've disappeared. You've turned the camera around.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Bloody settings. Hate phones. Just.
Yeah, I can't see you again. I
don't know what's going on.
I can see a hat.
Oh.
Are you just click on the little circle thing? Yeah.
I'm chatting with someone.
Oh, He's going to get in trouble now.
I've got to go.
Okay, see you, mate. Oh, jeez. Turn it off. You'll have to turn it off. Oh, what a classic, man. Are you still on? He's still on. Oh, that's a crack up. Where is he? Oh, well, good on him, man. Good on him. He's having a crack. JJH is saying the young fella reminds me of that kid in that video. You have to hold it at $3.5 grand and just dump it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, everyone's having a laugh. That's funny as. Oh well, good kid, man. Good on him. I don't know how to actually get him off now though, because he's still showing up on my screen. How do I get him off here? I don't know. Anyway, all right. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, he's gone now. There you go. He's gone. There you go. Interesting. I've never had a little young kid like that jump on, but pretty cluey for his age. Very, very cluey. He already knew his machines and stuff, and surprised to hear he's actually got a machine. I don't know if he's just talking it up a little bit. Hopefully he's not. But good on him, man. If he's got a machine in that, well done, man. Good on you. Guys, that was a little bit different. Who wants to join me? Somebody else? Anyone? Come on, guys, jump in. Let's have a chat. I've got someone was saying about the kid that flips in the video. I don't know if anyone hasn't seen that, but that's a good one too. ADM said that he's just packing up the digger in the truck, and then I gather he's going to join. That's good. Sydney Rockwell, he's viewing. Here we go. Go live. Oh yeah, for the air conditioner, yeah. And Josh Jr. saying Bobcat controls are at your feet and hands, or just hand controls. I think it's got, nowadays they've got both. Hey, how are you, man?
What's going on?
We got Mr. Sydney Rockwell's joining us. Thank you for joining, man.
Mate, that has got to be one of the best starts to the podcast ever.
What, the kid?
Yeah.
I had no idea I didn't know what to expect, man. And as he came on, I was like, oh no, this could go really bad or it could go really good. God. Awesome. That's different. That's an unusual. That's one that's going down in the books. I haven't had that before. But you know what? He was actually pretty cluey. Here, look, he's still on. Cowboy Drew. And he just sent me some pictures. He reckons. Oh, I'll have to have a look at him when I log off. Good on you, man. Good. Hey, good on him for having the crack, man. Well done.
100%.
Hey, we're just talking about this.
Oh, cash.
Hey, cash only, man. Cash is king. You said. We were just talking about this last week, man. Remember we said last week about has safety killed the opportunity to teach kids how to work? You know, like we've lost that ability to bring kids to work with us and all that stuff. So we were talking about that last week, and it was only a very small chat, but I think it's there you go. When I see kids like that are like 15 or 16, maybe he's not even that, and he's already like having a crack. That's really good, man. Good on him.
Yeah, no, 100%. And look, it probably works in his favour of probably the location he's in. It looks like he's pretty rural.
Yeah.
And that's probably a big benefit.
Yeah. Yeah. Cowboys Drew saying don't stop me, yeah. See, there you go. He's still going, mate. Yeah, he's good. He's a keen kid then, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good on him. Mate, you've just become famous, mate. You've just become famous.
YouTube very shortly.
Yeah, that's it. It's true. Oh man, I can't believe it. Okay, you're right. I was a bit surprised, but good on him. Good kid. Oh man, what else, man? What else? So, what's it like up there? Are you guys having a heat wave as well? Is it just Victoria?
No, it's not too hot. No, it's pretty good actually.
Yeah. No, it's 36 here, man. It's absolutely boiling. Absolutely boiling. Right. Crazy. I think I ain't going to start that GoFundMe for aircon because I'm dying in here, man. It's crap. It's crap. Southeast Queensland Earthworks is saying GoFundMe to buy Drew a posse. There you go.
Someone will have a second-hand one lying around somewhere.
There you go. He's saying sounds good. He's wrapped. Oh, this could go viral, mate. Good on him. What else, man? What else? So, what about during the week? How'd you go from last week? Because you were on last week's show. So, what did you do during the week, man? Everything all right?
During the week, yeah. What did we do? We had a drive. I prepped the driveway on Friday. We'll work backwards actually, because that's how my memory works. We work backwards.
Yeah. That's how we go. Yeah, we work ourselves out of job. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Driveway prep on Friday. Had a small issue with the truck actually on Friday. Had a hole in the heater hose. The steer tire must have been rubbing on the heater hose.
Oh shit.
Yep. Yeah. So I realised that Friday morning. So got that repaired late Friday. What else did we do? You put me on the spot.
Oh no, there you go. Oh, you know what? We probably do so much during the week. You know, a lot of people say to me like, "Oh, how's your week? What'd you do?" And I'm like, "Oh, not much." But in reality, I did this. I went here. I went there. I worked everywhere. You know what I mean? So,
actually, you know what? I was on that job at that school. That's where I was at.
Oh yeah, I saw your posts. Yes.
Yes, that was that was definitely a mission.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to be out of there. Thank God.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it. Is that the one where you were under the platform, underground, under the level?
Yeah, so it was a building, a school building.
Yeah.
And obviously, the playground for the school was underneath the first floor.
Yeah. So they're you have to go in and scrape it all out, make room for their addition.
We've done all walls in there, like single layer retaining walls, all terraced, and then there's like a seating area, but all the rocks were all different heights and that sort of stuff. And it's pretty painful with a Manitou and a block grab.
Yep. Yeah.
So no room for excavators or anything like that.
Yeah. So you have to make do with what you can.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tricky jobs, but it come up pretty good actually. Like after it all, it worked out not too bad.
Yeah. You know what? Good, man. Yeah, the photos, they seem pretty good. Yeah. That's it. Oh, here we go. Jack's trying to come on. Here we go. We're going to have Jacko join us as well. This could be a repeat of last week.
Yeah.
Here we go. Might be another 2-hour session, man.
Hopefully don't get flat this time.
Yeah, true, man. True. Oh, look at the man. He's got it on. What a legend.
I've got to get you one of these ones.
Oh, yeah, that's it, man.
Yes, we do.
There you go. Jack Healy, EMB Hire, has joined. How you going, man?
Going all right, mate. How you going?
Very good. Going? Oh, good. Hey, did you see I put up that video you sent me about the ramp with doing the grease nipple on the ramp on your trailer?
Yes.
That has 12,500 views or something on it already, or likes, whatever you call it. Is it likes or views? No, views, yeah?
Views, I think.
Yeah.
Views,
views, 12,500 views, and the same on TikTok as well, man.
Right. That's insane, isn't it?
It went nuts. But I got some mixed comments, man, on TikTok. I don't know if you're on there, but a lot of guys commenting. They were commenting there. They're like, "Oh, you should have done it underneath. You should have done it from underneath, so that way you don't hit it by accident." Another guy was saying, "There's no seals, so there's no point. The grease is just going to go out." There was a few comments there, man. But
you can't. I think it's a good idea. Nipples in the back because you can't get the grease gun in there because the rams are in the way. You can't get the gun on.
That's
straight nipple to a 90 or something, Jack.
Yeah, I could have, but then I didn't have a I was just using what I had, and I didn't have an 8mm tap to put a bigger hole in to put the 90-degree nipple in. I only had the little 6mm nipples. So anyway, whatever. The amount of times it'll get greased, it's only going to get greased fucking once every 6 months or something, eh?
Yeah, true, man. True. What's Josh Junior Max saying here? Did Milwaukee give you a new pen to be back on here? Milwaukee.
I can't show what pen that is. Actually, I'll get in trouble.
Get rid of it.
I'll put that away. I'll fucking get shot.
You're doing the old pen trick. Actually, what have I got here? Hey, look at that. You know what I've just realised? Look at that.
The real deal.
I've actually got your pen here. There you go. I just realised. How'd that get here? Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
Sponsored by Milwaukee now, bud. We're on.
Oh, there you go. Oh, did you see that little kid come on before? What a classic.
Yeah, legend, eh? Into her.
Yeah. Somebody just said in here he's only 12. One of his mates or someone is saying he's not actually 15. He did look pretty young. I think he was young. Well, yeah, I don't know if he was leading me on, if he was real. I think, but he knew a fair bit, so I don't know what to believe.
I think his mum thought he was talking to someone else.
Oh my gosh! You know what I was worried about.
Mum might think we're part of some sort of other ring or something. No, we might be in the trouble with the shovel here.
That is the first thing that came to my head. I thought his mum's going to come on and go, "What the hell? These creeps have got him on some show." Oh no! That's all I need.
Earthworks hub.
Oh no! No, his mum's going to probably ring me up. His mum's going to she's going to do a history check and go, "What's he been looking at?" Oh no! Oh, Drew, don't get me in trouble, Drew. Come on, Jesus. Oh man! No, he's laughing. He's going, "No, it's all good." He's still on. He's still on. Yeah, there you go. And what about yourself, Jacko? How was your week, man? All right?
Yeah, pretty cruisy. Yeah, didn't do anything too extravagant, I think. Bit of dam cleaning, a couple of driveways. Yeah, nothing too serious.
Yeah, man, let's say grader operator, all the above.
Yeah. Got back in the seat. Been a long time since I sat in one of them, eh?
Yeah. Man, what's it like operating those? I've never sat in a grader. I've never actually had a go in one. I've always been keen. One of my mates actually asked me if I wanted to start working for him, and he would show me how to do it. But I was like, I don't fancy starting something all again.
No.
So I don't know. What's
head around it fast enough?
Reckon? What's it like, man? Is it just two controls, or has it got all the little controls everywhere?
No. This one's like M series cat, so just the two joysticks. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're definitely the go. That was only probably the second time I've driven one of them, the M series. But yeah, I probably did 2.5 hours in it. I reckon I picked that up pretty quick. I reckon, like as far as the controls, the only thing I was fumbling with a little bit was forward and reverse on the clicker. Every time I thought I was going to reverse, I was going to forwards. But
okay.
Yeah, fucking. Other than that, I nailed it pretty good. I reckon.
It's a bit like a Posy then, like, you know, joysticks like the blade up, down, or like...
so blade up and down either side, like backwards and forwards, left-hand stick steering, like your Posy, I suppose.
Yeah.
Twist the left-hand joystick, like grab it and twist it, is your R-tick.
Yeah.
Then the other side is you grab the joystick and twist it, is your circle, like left and right. Yeah. Side to side's blade, side to side. And then you just got buttons to shift your moldboard across in your circle and tilt your wheels and gears and all that sort of shit.
Yeah, because I've never jumped in one either, and I would love to jump in one.
Yeah, same.
Good. Agree. I say I've probably done maybe 5,000 hours in a H series, like with the 10 levers and a steering wheel on that. But I've sort of probably only done fucking maybe 50 hours maybe in a M series, I suppose.
Yeah. Did that one have GP? Did it have... Oh, sorry, guys. I was going to say, does it have...
No, it did have, but we didn't have it on. Oh. Yeah, we didn't have it on.
Yeah.
But he's got that fully wired for GPS and UTS, like with the total station and all that. And he's fucking good at what he does.
Yeah. I remember when I used to work on civil sites. I think I said this in another podcast. I remember I used to set myself up, start working with the 5-tonner, or put my tipper somewhere. Then I'll have the grader guy yelling at me on the radio, "Move your bloody truck, it's right in front of the total station, or you parked it in the worst spot." And I'm like, "Oh shit, sorry man, I gotta go move it." They used to always crack.
They're always angry, them grader drivers.
Yeah, they are, mate. They are.
This bloke's no better either. He's only like 4.5 foot tall. He's an angry little fucker.
Oh no! They're always aggro at the truck drivers. They're always like, "I said don't put it there, put it over there. Spread it." I said spread it. And they start cracking the shits. It makes me laugh, man.
You do get some bunnies driving tippers nowadays, though. It's not like the old days.
Yeah, true. That is true. You would. But also, I have to admit, sometimes, man, I see those trucking trailers or trucking quads turn up, and then they want them to like go in these like real tight areas and stuff and turn around, and there's like 10 of them turning up at once. So there is a bit of pressure, I suppose. I don't know. I reckon it'd be a bit hard. But then again, if you're doing it for a long time, you should know what to do anyway.
Yeah, it's like it's like doing general hire in a digger or a posi truck, mate. If someone rings you up and says you're going in here and you're not going in there, well, you're either not good enough or it's definitely not going to fit. One of the two.
Yeah.
If it's going to fit, well, bit of bad luck. You got to get her in there, eh?
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. You got Jay Panham.
Common sense is a dying trade.
Yeah. It is, man. Common sense is a dying trade. Yes, definitely. And this, who's that? Jay Penham saying, "Hey Pex," he must be talking to one of you boys.
He's stirring me up. He's a peckerhead, that bloke.
I thought he might be talking about my pecs, the muscles.
It could be. I think he's that way inclined.
Oh no! Oh jeez. Oh, I'll have to change the name of this bloody show. I'll tell you what. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, where is he? So Cowboy Drew saying one got up on me. Oh, I don't know what's going on there, but he's still in, mate. He's still going. The kid's keen. What else was I going to say? Yeah, what do you think of those little dingo things that I went to have a look at? Because I know dingoes have been around for a while, but they sort of went quiet. I didn't hear about them for a long time, and now I've seen a lot of deals are starting to bring them out again and promote them.
I think the market share probably shifted. Like when you had, if you look back 15, 20 years ago, there was dingo and kanga, and that was it.
Yeah.
Now Vermeer, Toro, like everyone's doing something similar. So the market's probably a bit more flooded now as far as stuff like. Because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but did Wackanoosan buy out dingo or buy out a share of them or something? Because they're bringing dingoes out in Wacka colours now, like yellow and grey with Wacka on them.
It's been for a little while.
Hey?
That's been for a little while. Wackanoosan have been doing that.
Yeah.
It might be then. I don't know. I know Kangas are like when I was in when I was at the Digga factory.
Kanga.
Yeah, they're still doing them. They're still making them. So I know that. But the dingo, I don't know what happened there. I think. But Adrian was saying from Godings that there's a new guy that's sort of taken over dingo and he's like trying to really push it now. So yeah, it might be something. But it might be something that they're pushing now because I've seen a few other dealers are starting to like talk about their dingoes and that now. So it must be like a big push.
Yeah, let's say their market share probably got split into 8, I suppose. In the last 10 years.
Yeah, it's true. Like you said, you've got Toro that's got them, and not like all the others, Then
and some of them Toros and that now, like the Toros and the Vermeers and that, like they're lifting a ton, and they only weigh a ton. Like they are proper powerful things now.
Funny you.
Yeah.
The ginger landscaper. He's from up here. I think he's on the Brisbane coast somewhere.
Yep.
He put a post up this week with a Vermeer getting off sandstone blocks out of the back of a Pantech. So they're 650 kilos, and this Vermeer was doing it with not a problem.
Yeah, man. They're proper fancy stuff now. Like all the landscapers around here are all running either Vermeers or Toros because Toro make I think it's a TX 1000 or something. It lifts like 800 or 900 kilos too. Like they're all using them for lifting the pallets of turf and stuff. Like.
Yeah. You see them around now. I'm just looking at the dingo. I've got the dingo catalogs. I'm just trying to see their lifting because I know it was 385 or something from memory, but it doesn't say. Where's the maximum lifting? It had it somewhere. Rated lifting capacity 325. Yeah, 325.
Yeah. So not even anywhere near it.
Yeah. So I don't know if that
for the same.
Oh, there's another one here. This is the CT, which is the construction one, which is apparently a bit bigger. That lifts 440 kilos. 440. And what's that one? 325. Yeah.
Here in the Toro, that TX 1000, they would be like a monster beside one of them dingoes, but.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
The same width though, like still going through a gate and that. They're just probably obviously a bit longer, but.
Yeah, longer, and probably a bit taller too.
Yeah, I wonder if you need a different rated car then to drive it. Like how heavy would it be on a trailer and that?
It wouldn't be.
Probably still only a ton and a half, maybe on a trailer. But
okay, yeah. You
wouldn't think so.
Dingo definitely pioneered it back in the day. There's no two ways about that. They were because they were the first ones with like a bobcat attachment plate. They were the first ones to come out with something like that, which meant generic with 2 pins that you could just swap attachments. Kanga had like this pin system, and you used to have to like get off and manually pull out big pins to change attachments. Whereas Dingo was just like drive in, pick her up, see you later. Like,
big difference. Yeah, that's like on the posies now, or the track loaders and that when they've got the automatic. What do you call it? The hydraulic release systems and that. It's heaps easier than getting out trying to lift those levers and stuff. That's a nightmare, man.
That's one thing I reckon One thing I reckon Caterpillar fucked up at the start, when they put that, like the
hydraulic
automatic quick hitch on them. When they were using the electric windscreen wiper motor ones, they were heaps of shit.
Oh, really? Yeah. There you go, man. Yeah. Yeah, my cat was my 239 still had the levers on it, and because I hardly change the bucket, and then when I do go to change it, it's because it's been so long between changing it. Man, it'd be an absolute nightmare trying to free that thing up, banging it, hitting it with hammers, putting big lever poles on it, trying to get it out. Absolute nightmare.
Yeah, that's one thing Bobcat's always been good at. They always had hydraulic one, like so the ram was hydraulic, like as strong as.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Kubota
did
Caterpillar.
the same. Yeah.
Yeah, Cat had this windscreen wiper motor, and it was electric, and it always jammed up. Stripped the teeth off it on the mechanism inside. If you worked it too hard for too long, like it was a piece of shit.
Yeah. Josh is saying it wouldn't be as heavy as Jack's D11. Not the little D11.
She's a big banger.
He got me with that the other day. Remember, I had to ask you, like, D11, since when have you got a dozer? And he's like, no, I'm talking about the little machine, man. Bloody hell. Yeah.
Go from 1 week driving.
Hey?
Go from 1 week driving that to jumping in a grader the next week, I ride off.
Oh, I'll tell you. That's what I used to find funny when I had my 1.7 and then I had the 20 tonners. Like, sometimes I'd jump in between them and it felt so weird, man. So weird just going from one to the other. And you know what I used to find really strange? When I had so many different machines, like posies, excavators, trucks, and all these, and I had like work utes for the guys, and then the wife's car at home was different. So I'd come home, and then we'd sit in the car to go take the kids somewhere, and she's like, "Have you forgotten how to drive?" I'm like, "No, it's because I was in the tipper today, then I was in the machine, then I was in one of the work utes on the way home."
The windscreen wipers on instead of the bloody indicators.
Yeah, and I'm like, you try driving so many things and remembering how to drive every single thing, you know? It's crazy. And then she had a European car, so the wipers were on the indicators were on the left, and it was an absolute nightmare swapping between all these vehicles. And crazy. I can smell rain. I think it's starting to rain outside. Yeah, I can definitely smell rain. Oh, it's going to be a thunderstorm. It said severe thunderstorms just before in the computer. There you go. So my dog's not going to be happy. My dog this poor dog hates fireworks and hates thunder, any loud noises. And all we've had for 2 months is bloody fireworks every night here. I don't know, people still think, I don't know what it is, they've got leftovers and they just keep using them. It's fireworks every night, 2, 3 in the morning sometimes. They're still going off. I'm like, what are you doing? Who's got so many fireworks here? Yeah. Just crazy.
You sure it's fireworks in your area? Or?
Yeah, cool. Well, no, it is because they had Chinese New Year. They had Chinese New Year the last week. So this week, every night's been firecrackers but yeah, there's a lot of Asians here, and it does sound like gunshots. But I don't know, unless they're concealing them in amongst all the noise. I don't know. But hopefully we won't hear anymore after this because the New Year's finished yesterday. I think they had 1 week of Chinese New Year. So hopefully that's finished, man, and there's no more fireworks. But they've been going since before Christmas.
I'll be able to go get me takeaway next week then if the Chinese New Year's over. Every Chinese shop shuts here for a week.
Yeah. It should be back to normal now, yeah. What's Josh Jr. saying? A Cabalco green airplane coming up shortly. God. So. Man of many talents. He's calling you a man of many talents. There you go.
Because I showed him up on the screen the other day, see?
Oh, that's what it is, see? That's what it is, man.
Even got on the manual labour and showed him how to do it.
There's nothing wrong with
it. Manual labour. What is that? Yeah, a lot of people don't know what that is anymore. Oh, man. Actually, you know what? I was thinking this. Someone asked me the question the other day. There's a guy I know that's looking at putting on a person, and he was asking me, how do you know when to put an employee on or an operator? Like, what are the signs telling you, like, all right, it's time to get someone? What do you guys reckon, man?
I wouldn't know, mate.
Because I'm out because I fucking hate the idea of it.
Oh, there you go. So the quick answer for him would be just don't do it. don't do it, man.
I have done it, and I don't regret it, but I learned a lot about myself, and I learned a lot about the way I want to go about things, and it's not for me. I'm not made for it. I'm not cut out for it. I don't enjoy it. I definitely didn't make double the money having double the staff and double the machines running. So as far as I'm concerned, I think there's some sort of a level there where maybe it's 5 blokes maybe, and anything under 5 blokes, it's like it might get through your work faster, but I don't think you're going to make more money. And unless you're going to make more money, I don't believe it's the right thing to do. Why would you double your risk, double your costs, double your outgoings to make less money for no other reason than benefiting your client? It doesn't benefit you one iota as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, you benefit the client and you benefit the operator because he's got a job, he's happy, and then you're just like floating along, like you're just keeping everyone happy. Yeah, that's one thing I found, and what I sort of found is that you can either probably have one operator that you can have, and if you're happy to just keep the amount of machines you've got, so just say you've got a 5-tonner and a tandem, or an 8-tonner and a tandem, and you say, all right, you know what, he can be in the 5-tonner or the 8-tonner all the time, and I'll just work in the tandem whenever I need to, just to keep things going. But you need to be making enough money to cover yourself, to give you a bit of a wage and cover his wage. You know what I mean? So it makes it a bit hard. So, but then, like you say, then you've got to probably have like 5 or more where you can have enough guys rotating through and moving them around and having enough jobs to rotate everyone. Then you got to maintain the jobs. That's what I always found. Then you got to actually keep finding more work because you got to keep them busy every day. You can't afford to slow down, take your foot off the pedal, because they need somewhere to go when that job's finished. You're really got to start organising the next job and then the next one. But then you find that someone's away all the time. So then, because out of that group, someone's away nearly every day, you're jumping in machines to take over for them. So you can't do what you think you're going to do, go and get more jobs. So yeah, it is. It's a bit of like a fallacy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's false advertising, I reckon. Like I say, only from being there, like it, and the bloke I had was fantastic. I would put him in any of my gear any day of the week, and I still would. Like and he's done days for me since, no dramas at all. He done, I don't know, a couple of weeks for me last year. Like I don't have a problem with the bloke. I don't have a problem with the way he treats my gear or drives it or does a job. I don't have any dramas with that. But as far as it being beneficial, I didn't find it. You know.
Yeah. As a business.
Over the top beneficial. You know what I mean? Like I reckon I make more money out of putting the GPS on me Digga and not having to have a bloke stand there on the staff. That level of production that I grab out of investing in that technology, that doesn't have a day off, doesn't recall in sick, doesn't, want to knock off at 3 o'clock because they've got to go pick the kids up, which I don't have a problem with that either. That's we've all got that drama, but
yeah,
like that life just gets in the way, and that's just how it is. But I get more value out of that technology than what I do out of having an employee, I reckon. Yeah. And what JJH is saying is 100% correct. You don't really make any money out of having a subby come in and drive a tipper or whatever, because you're only able to charge what they're charging you. As far as I'm concerned, you can't just go and put $20 there because you organised him. Like, that's, if the client can go and get a tipper for the same money as what you're getting one for, well, that's what it's worth. Like, it's not what. So, but sometimes it just works. You just get a bloke in, he's got his own truck, he's got an invested interest in keeping it moving all day. You just keep filling him. He doesn't fucking whinge, he doesn't sulk, he just keeps his shit going. Like blokes like that are invaluable to your job site when they're on there, and you just get them for as long as you need them, and you tell them we'll give you a ring on the next one.
Yeah. I'll tell you something funny, because now you mentioned that, I found that was better, and that's what I do nowadays. If I need to do a project, and I haven't got machines, obviously, so I just get subbies in. But something someone taught me is, he said to me once, a mate of mine that's got a business, he said, just be careful if you're getting subbies in, that he was saying you're probably better off letting them invoice the customer direct, because if they just invoice you and you pay them the same amount, you're carrying that GST money and that's going to go in as income against that's going to come in as income for you for the year, but you haven't actually received that money. You've just got it and handed it straight over to them. So you're better off just not having to not having to include it as your income. Just give it straight. Let them just invoice the customer direct, and that's it.
Yeah. Right.
What do you guys think of that?
I believe that from a financial perspective from your business, but nothing shits me more than when someone else rings for a job and then tells you to bill someone else for it.
Oh,
because all of a sudden you don't know who you're fucking working for.
Yes.
And now you're going to go deal with them. That shits me up the wall.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what you could be walking into. Like that person might.
You don't know whether they pay or not, or 100%. Fuck that. Like that is downright rude to ring someone and then tell them to bill someone else, unless that person knows that other person. I reckon that's fucking wrong.
100%.
Yeah, I agree, because that's happened to me in the past. So like what he's saying, financially, I think what he's trying to say is that you don't take on that cost as income, but also you're right, because there's nothing worse than, like, for instance, a concreter calls you, hey, can you come and bring your machine and dig out this slab for me? And then at the end of the job, you go, all right, so what's your details to send an invoice? Like, no, you got to invoice the builder. And then you're like, hang on a minute, who's this builder? And then you're there and you're trying to find the builder. Then you're arguing with the builder, when you're going to pay me. Oh, I'm not going to pay you till we get our progress payment and this and that. Yeah, I know, you're right. Yeah, then you've just opened the can of worms, and you might not even get paid. You're stuffing around. So now you're right. I used to tell people, if you call me, I'm charging you. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's true. But this guy was just telling me about the cost of it. He was saying, just be careful, because you take on the cost of bringing that person in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I suppose
100%.
It's probably hard too to throw an extra $10 or $20 on that job, because obviously, even though you got asked to do it, you don't have the gear to do it, but you're still doing a lot of phone calls and organising and may be there and whatnot. But for that way, you're not going to do it for nothing. Yeah,
true, yeah. And SEQ Dirtworks is saying, this happened to him the other day, and then ADM saying, whoever rings pays the bills. That's how I am too. I always say, and now I've made a habit of saying it right from the start. Right, who am I going to charge? I need to know straight away. Who am I charging from the start? Not waiting till the end, and then they turn around and go, oh no, you got to invoice him. And it's like, hang on a second. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, definitely. Cowboy Drew is saying the same thing. That's it, Drew. It's just cash only, mate. Oh Lord, what a legend.
I don't know. Even the whole 30-day thing, end of month thing, like that needs to stop.
Yeah. I can see why a lot of people do it, and a lot of businesses and that do it. And then I suppose sometimes when other companies offer it to me, like guys that I used to buy all my grease from and all my other stuff, they used to give us 30 days. I was wrapped, because I was like, I don't have to worry about it. But what I used to do is still pay it anyway, like in the next few days, because I didn't want to let it linger and think about this bill all the time. But I don't know. I know partly why a lot of civil companies do it, and I found out that was because they want to be able to back charge you in case they find a mistake somewhere later on. So just say you've dug out, I don't know, you've done some sewer work for them, and then 2 weeks later, so if they pay you that week, and then 2 weeks later they find out that you've dug it wrong, or there's a mistake or a leak somewhere or whatever, it's going to be hard for them to try and get money back from you. Whereas if they put you on a 45-day plan, payment, then they can say, well, by the time that comes around, they've already discovered the problem, and they can say, well, you're getting back charged now. That's why a lot of civil companies do it, to cover themselves. But it's painful, man, because you got to until you get this cycle going, you've got to maintain all your costs for the first 45 days or 30 days. Yeah, right.
Yeah, 100%. Well, sometimes nearly 60 days.
Yeah.
Because you'll do a month, you don't get paid for that till the end of that next month, so you've got to do 60 days before you see anything.
Yeah. Yep.
That's why I don't do it, because I'm just like, I can't carry that cost.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to, because it fucks your cash flow. And I could be wrong here, and I'm not an accountant or anything like that, and someone's probably going to jump up and down and carry on. But as far as I'm concerned, and I apologise to anyone that this may offend in advance, if you're running an overdraft to carry someone else's monthly cost because you haven't been getting paid on time and you don't have cash flow, you're not fucking making money.
100%.
Yep. 100%, man.
I started using the whole thing that Woolworths don't let you leave with a trolley full of groceries without fucking paying. So why?
Neither does the server. There's a server. Right, you go there every morning.
Yep. Why should I?
I say the same thing, man. I always say I can't go into Kmart and buy something and just walk out and say I'll pay you later, man. Don't worry. Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
Because an overdraft, and a lot of people probably don't understand an overdraft unless they've ever had one, but an overdraft, you pay interest on whether you use the fucking thing or not. So
Yeah.
every month it will have a fee. It could be $1,500, whatever, depending on the size of your overdraft. You will pay that just to have access to it. So even if you're not using it for 12 months, it might cost you fucking 15 grand just to have it. So that's got to come out of your profit margin as well. Plus the interest that you pay when you do tap into it.
That's it. So for anyone that doesn't know what that is, so an overdraft account is similar to a line of credit. So the bank will say, you know what, we're letting you basically borrow up to, I don't know, just say 15, 20 grand, if not more in a lot of cases. And they'll say, you know, you've got access to this money, so we're going to charge you a fee to have that money accessible to you. But as soon as you start using it, then you start paying interest on it. So if you spend $500 out of it, then you start paying interest on $500. Then unless you pay that back quickly, then you'll keep paying interest on that every month. And then if you keep adding more to it, you just keep paying more interest. So it's like a credit card, line of credit sort of thing anyway that they offer you. And it's a trap. A lot of people can get trapped in that and just live off their overdraft. So they don't realize that they're actually on borrowed money. They're doing everything. And then I used to see guys like that, constantly buying new machines, constantly upgrading, constantly doing stuff. And I'm like, how are they doing this, man? And then they tell me, oh, I just do it on my credit card, man, and just whatever, or my overdraft. And I'm like, yeah, but you're just going backwards, man. And then if you need to start paying your boys out of that because you're waiting to get paid, that means you've got no buffer. You haven't got, I always used to say, you know, you have to have a buffer. You've got no savings. You've got no money of your own. So eventually it's going to catch up with you, man.
Yeah. Oh, look, Castle Ridge Excavations is spot on. If you want to do the big jobs, you've got to wait the 30 days.
Yeah, nowadays that's what it is.
But
yeah.
That stuff, that's not for me.
Yeah. And what I found at once, what was hard for me was when I was trying to expand, and I had I think it was one stage I had 8 guys, and then I had 8 or 9 machines, and I had to cover the cost of all that, all the machines, all the running costs, all their pays. I actually had to tap into my home loan a couple of times to make sure I'm going to pay them, because I didn't want to be that boss that says, oh, I can't pay you this week. I said, I'll never do that. So I'd rather tap into my home loan, get some money out, and then an overdraft, and then wait till I get paid and then clear it all out. But it can easily become a trap, because then you can use all the money you got, keep going into that, dipping in, and then before you know it, you're in negative. Then you can't pay the boys, and then you're in strife. So unless you manage your money carefully, you can get yourself in big trouble with that stuff. Yeah. And fuel cards. JJH is mentioning fuel cards. Fuel cards are not bad. I used to use fuel cards, but it's so scary because you don't know how much fuel they're taking. Are they filling up their own cars? Are they filling up their missus' car with it? It's very hard to monitor it. Especially when all my guys they used to have utes with the tanks on the back. So I don't know what he's putting in there. He could be filling that up and filling who knows what else with it. They can be a bit.
Couple of fuel cards, I reckon. Yeah, they're good value if you use them wisely. So one particular mob that I buy fuel off up here, it's normally about 35 to 40 cents a litre cheaper than what the servo's selling it for. If I use my fuel card there, I can put it on my credit card there and pay right now if I want to. But yeah, you're better off putting it on the tick and getting a rebate off it.
Yeah,
40 cents a litre when you're using fucking 10,000 litres a month. It sort of adds up.
Yep.
I do the fuel card from the servo, and everything just goes on that. Get the bill at the end of the month, and then it gets paid the next month.
Mine's just I think it has a direct debit. I reckon they're 14 days or something from end of month, so you only get the month, and then
same day.
Second Wednesday or something, she comes out whether you got it or not.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 100%. I did have a credit card when I first started, and that was a big mistake.
Yeah,
I think they can be good if you use them wisely. I've never had one because I'm too nervous to get one, but I think people using their points and getting the frequent flyers and all that sort of stuff. If you run your whole business off the credit card and you can make enough points to make it worthwhile doing, I think it probably is a good idea. But a bit of a trap too, and they still have an expense attached to them for having one. Everything's an expense, eh?
I don't think I was too wise when I first got one. I was like, money, and just went fucking haywire with it, and Yeah, come into the month, I'm like, oh, I got no money to pay it back. So
I'll tell you,
build that big flash new shed.
Yeah, that's on. Hey, I'll be the first to admit. So one thing I was going to say is anyone that has a rewards card, like a Woolworths reward card, I mean, if you go to an Ampol or something, make sure you ask if they accept that as to get points, because you get discounts and you get points. Because when you're putting in like 300-400 liters in a tank, that little bit of discount actually helps a lot. And I didn't know there was one server I've been going to for ages, and then one day someone asked me, they're like, "Oh, have you got a rewards card?" I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh, yeah, you can use it." And I was like, "Well, thanks for telling me, but there's no signs, there's no nothing."
Yeah.
So I could have been doing it all this time. But I will put my hand up and say, going back to the overdraft, when I first started my business, I got like a line of credit, and I bought myself a machine. I bought my first 20-tonner. I went and bought myself a ute, spent all this money, got everything going. Then when I sold that stuff, I didn't pay the money back into the line of credit. If you get what I'm saying, I didn't actually pay it back in. I just traded in, got new machines, and kept going. And then I'm still stuck with that debt now to this day, man. Still trying to pay that off. So yes, all it does is they keep attaching it to my loans when I get new loans. Every time I redo a new loan, they throw that to the back end of it. So I'm really, when I think about it, I'm paying off this big loan for a machine I haven't even got anymore. So if you do get overdrafts and that, try and pay it back. Don't just continue and start new loans for new stuff. Think about that loan that you already had. Yeah. So just a bit of advice.
I think a big trap a lot of people get themselves into is, and you don't have to be in business to do it, but people will put like a car and blokes that go out in business put machinery on their home loan. Fucking big no, big no.
Yeah.
Sounds good because you're getting a cheap interest rate on something, but like you've got to remember that interest is over the 30-year period you borrow your home loan for. It's not for 5 years like a chattel mortgage. So you go and buy a car for 50 grand and pay 6% interest on it for 30 fucking years.
Yep.
Yeah, most people probably don't have in that car for 30 years.
How many cars could you have brought in 30 years for that interest payment?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was saying about the line of credit. Yeah, I bought a car, bought a ute, and I'm still paying that amount off, and I don't even have that anymore. I've already changed numerous vehicles since then. And like you say, you get stuck with it.
TerraPro is right, but you do have to be fucking right onto it. You can't just fuck around with it, eh?
Oh yeah, so TerraPro saying it's good if you can actually pay it off in 4 to 5 years. Yeah, if you're really good with your money and you know how to control it, and maybe set up like a direct debit thing where it takes out a big chunk every month for that vehicle, and you can allocate it. That's all right if you're good with it. But if you're like a lot of people and you're not the best at sort of all that banking and stuff, you got to be really careful, man, because it can stuff you right up.
The other thing you probably got to remember too is, why do you have to use the money of your home loan to borrow money? Is that because you can't borrow any more money? Because you'll probably find that a machine or a car will have a better finance rate, like 0% or 1.2% or whatever, if you finance it through a dealer or whatever brand it is or whatever. You'll probably find you'll get a way better interest rate by doing that. So you probably got to ask yourself, can I really afford that vehicle or that car if they're not going to lend me the money through the other avenues?
Yeah.
It'll probably be because a lot of guys will be looking at second hand to start with, and when you go second hand, obviously you might not get as good a rate, so they think, I'll just go through the home loan, it'll be less. But at the moment the rates have jumped anyway. The home loan rates aren't the best, so it's not much better. What's TerraPro saying? It's not a joke. I don't have it because I got a great rate, but I did look into it, and yes, you need to make regular payments like it's a loan. Yeah, that's it. So you do have to set up, if you do, so he's talking about if you do buy something for your business through your home loan, you got to allocate an exact amount that you want to pay off monthly or whatever, and make it come out automatically, so it's like a commercial loan. You know what I mean? So that's good. Good if you're disciplined, like ADM said. If you can be disciplined, it'll work. All right. Well, that's it. That's good, man. That was a good conversation, actually. I think a lot of people probably think the same as us, but don't say it. What do you guys reckon? I know a lot of guys I talk to say this, man. They're like, I put on all these guys and then I've gone back on my own again. So I don't know. I feel like it's common. It's very, very common.
I think everyone makes it out that the grass is greener on the other side of the fence until you actually get there and be like, oh, holy shit, this ain't as good as what everyone says it is.
Yeah.
Like, I might be wrong in saying it, but for me personally, I don't like losing the control. I probably sound like a fuckwit, but anyway, like, I don't.
Yeah, it's your opinion. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I'm a fuckwit too.
I just don't do it.
Yeah.
I actually haven't met one bloke that's got, like, the sand and soil yards I deal with, the bigger mobs that I work for. I haven't met one bloke that owns one of them that says, "Fuck, I'm glad I put on 100 staff."
Yeah, you're right.
Everyone that I talk to say, "Fucking don't put anyone on. Just stay like you are. Don't be greedy."
Yeah. I got that so much when I first started. Everyone's like, "Don't do it, man. Don't do it." And I was like, they just don't know how to do it properly. So I went out and did it myself. And then, like I said, I did it for, I don't know how many years now. And then I was like, I don't know about this. I don't know, man. It's like, it's a lot of work. Like you say, minimal return. And the only ones that seem to be happy are your workers at the end of the day and the customers. And even then, that doesn't always work out the same anyway. They're not always happy.
Don't get me wrong. All the blokes that I say that to me are not unsuccessful people. Like, they run some good shows. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, but they all say, "Fucking don't do it. Don't do it."
Yeah. Now, I used to be, when I had so many guys, and I used to be wired, man, like all the time, like just on the go, looking for jobs the next day, floating machines, coming home at 9 o'clock at night, moving machine, because some of my guys don't have truck licenses, so I've got to go move their machine. Then before I start work at 7, I'd be up at like 4, go move the machine for the other guy, pick it up from one job, bring it to the other. And it was just crazy, man. And then if it rains, all right, I've got to organise where they're going to go. Right, we'll go back to the yard, we'll do maintenance. Then I'm putting on a barbecue for them while we're there, breakfast. So they're costing me more money than I'm not making anything that day. Then I'm like, who else needs more uniform? All right, let's go shopping. We'll go get, make sure everyone's got uniforms. And then, like, that machine needs a service. All right, let's go get all the oils and that now. So we go and we jump in. I'm like, it was just like running around, like busy broke. That's what my mate always said to me. You got to be so careful that you don't become busy broke. Doesn't mean you're making money,
Yeah. And you don't even have to have blokes to be doing that, but.
Yeah, true. True. You're the UDA Frank say, the bigger you are, the more headaches. It doesn't stop in your head even when you go to bed. It's constant work in the head. It is, man. It is. Yeah, no, you're right. So you're saying, so what were you saying then, man? Andrew, you're saying that even if you don't have guys, you can make yourself like that, isn't it?
100%.
Like, you can make yourself busy broke, like always, I've got to go.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, true.
Like, it doesn't take long to have 2 or 3 machines, if they're new or they're within 5 years of each other.
Yeah.
3 lots of repayments and a truck or whatever, like, it don't take long to rain for 2 weeks and you start to burn through your buffer or whatever and whatnot. And
yeah.
I find,
agree, man.
And it's not for everyone probably, but I find when you are busy and you're on top of all your maintenance, everything's schmicko, I still think, and it does happen every now and then if you swap brands when you change machines over or whatever, you end up with a heap of shit that's no good for the next one. But having parts and general service items in the shed, like fan belts, filters, teeth, pins, whatever, oil, all that sort of stuff. Just have heaps of the shit at the shed. So if you do get a rain day or a quiet week, you don't spend 2 days driving around looking for that shit or waiting for it to turn up or whatever. You can just get into that maintenance and get it done while you've got that time, so you don't cost, because time's money, especially when you're by yourself. It sounds funny when you're by yourself, because your time doesn't mean anything, but it does, because if I'm not earning the hourly rate tomorrow because I'm fucking rooting around servicing shit, that's costing me money.
Yeah.
So if I've already had the day off and then I'm having tomorrow off to service me shit because I wasn't fucking organised, it's costing me 2 days.
Yeah.
Whereas I could have had a day's worth of money in parts in the shed, not lost that day, and be ready to go. And be ready for any breakdown that might happen in between, just off the, out of chance too. Like, I keep with Moba there, I keep a couple of cables. I keep, for the GPS, because they're a generic cable in between every sensor and every part of that system. So you keep a couple of spare ones of them, you keep some filters, you keep some oil, you keep teeth for the augers, keep all that shit. Like, yeah, it's invaluable, I reckon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I had to do, man. I've still got stuff. I'm actually starting to give away things because I don't have machines anymore. I've got like pins for augers. We've got I don't know how many drums of oil there, all sorts of stuff, man. Because the same thing, I used to just keep it all at the yard, and that way, if we, like you say, if something happens, I can say to the boys, right, we're going back to the yard. Let's do a service. This thing's about to be due, so might as well just do it now. And then we just do it. So yeah, you're right. You need to have stuff. Otherwise, like I was saying, we used to run around. If it's a part we haven't got, then we start running around. And then by the time they do it, it's already 3:30. It's time to go home anyway. So it's just
every time you do a service, you just order whatever you used last or out of the shed. Just order that the next day. Like a week later, it's back in the shed. You've got parts again. Like just you can't beat having stuff on hand. I don't reckon. It's very hard to do at the start because it's obviously everything costs money, but. Once you get going and when you're busy, have all your stuff there. And if you do get 2 to 3 quiet weeks, well, it doesn't really matter because you can keep yourself busy. It's not really costing you anything because you've already spent that money having that shit in the shed when you were busy. You didn't miss that money then because you were busy.
Yeah.
Now you get yourself through the shit period when the work picks back up again or it stops raining or whatever, you're good to go. Everything's schmicko, fresh, good into
There you go. Well, you prompted me to ask a question. Let's ask this question. In your ute, so in your work ute, what are the basic tools that you reckon you need to have on hand, like that you need to have in your car all the time?
Socket set.
Let's go, guys. Yeah.
Jumper leads, Allen keys, 1 spare GPS cable, 1 spare tooth. So that's why I try and run all the same buckets because it's easier to just have 1 tooth than what it is to have 50 different brands of bucket just because that one was on special that month. Like, who gives a fuck? You just buy what you buy. Doesn't matter what brand it is. If you like it, run it, whatever. But just keep them all the same.
Yeah.
Do that. 1 spare auger tooth, rubber to go in the auger, spare pin, a couple of lynch pins because they always go missing when you're drilling deep.
Yep.
Just screwdrivers, pliers, zip ties,
shifter.
Just basic shit.
A big shifter. You need a big one in case you need to to crack like a hydraulic line or something that's got a big one on it.
Yeah.
Even you know what? Even a spray, 1 line marking spray. You need at least 1 can. You need a tape measure. At least a tape measure. A grease gun. They're saying here we go. Boys they're all jumping in now. Shifters, socket, fuel, grease, microfibers, and Windex and baby wipes. Yes, baby wipes are the best, man. They are the best.
They need to be in the ute because they should already be in the machine.
There you go. A mash hammer. Yes, a mash hammer because you never know when you need it. Exactly right. I'm just thinking about what's in.
We can list everything here. We'll still fucking miss something.
Yeah, that's what you'll need. Whatever you don't have, that's what you'll need.
Yeah. Filter strap.
Yeah.
Filter strap.
Yes.
Need one of them because the filter should never be that tight.
Just do what I do. They do get tight. You're right. I hit it sometimes. I've had to sometimes put a screwdriver through it and then turn it. That's sometimes been that tight. Crazy. JJ, you're saying your little Moasure thing. Yes, I should be saying that. Yeah, everyone's got to have a Moasure in there. Exactly right. Cable ties, duct tape. Yes, duct tape is true.
I'll do a video tomorrow. I'll pull me drawers out and you can have a look.
Oh, that's so fun. Let's do it. Yeah, do it, man. Yeah, send it in, man. That'd be good. A rattle gun. Oh, yeah. Now we're getting a tire repair plugs. There you go. Yes, true, man. I'm trying to think what else I usually have in there.
You should always have a fridge in the back of your ute. That is probably the most important item you could fucking have in there.
Yeah, true, man. True. Yeah. You know what? Water.
Is it just for water?
Oh, yeah. You need some.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, non-alcoholic drinks. That's right. Yeah. You know what? Actually, carry water in your ute. I always carry a slab or at least a 12-pack of water in behind the seat because sometimes you don't have water and you're thirsty. You gotta have some spare water in there all the time.
Yeah, but it's not the that I've got something in my eye or on my face and there's no water on side or something and you need something to wash your face with.
Yes. Oh, on that note, toilet paper.
Yeah.
Have a bit of Toilet roll. Have a toilet roll in there, mate. Otherwise, yeah, they can always come in handy.
You'd always double back with the baby wipes there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yes, that's it. Sunscreen, first aid kit, fire extinguisher. Here we go, man. Everyone's in on this. This is good. Awesome. And a first aid kit, someone's saying. Yeah, it's true, because you do need to have some things in there. And you know what I do, man? In my cars, in my work car, I have a jacket, a pair of shorts, a long pants, just in case I get to site and they go, you got to have long sleeves, long pants. I have like a few things in there, bits of clothing in case it just turns cold suddenly. Yeah, you got to have it, or a vest. A packet of smokes and a lighter for the rough days. I love it.
He's onto it. He's onto it.
That's the one, man. And a beer. Then you need a beer to go with it, of course. Bloody hell. There you go. And that's in the truck as well, he's saying. Yeah, you got to have all that too. Yeah. So same thing, man. Truck. Even in your truck, you got to have that stuff. What else? I think that's it. We've covered everything, haven't we? We've covered everything.
The basics. You've got to have the basics.
Yeah. Oh, so RecordTime is saying some of their clients have got truck checklists for all the employees to complete to make sure they've got everything in their cars. That's good, man. Yeah, there you go. That's getting real technical now. Yeah. There you go. RecordTime. Yes, that's true. It's probably that'd be the most efficient way. But just in general, I think those things that we mentioned, yeah, like it's good to have it. Like I went to the motorbike store on the weekend. And we pulled up at the front, my son and I, and these two guys were trying to fix their bike in the car park. And they said, have you got a screwdriver or a shifter or something? Because they're trying to change their battery over. They had a flat battery on their bikes, on one of the bikes. And I was like, yeah, no worries. Help yourself, man. I opened up the back of the ute, and luckily I had some tools in there. So they come in handy, man. You never know when you're going to need those tools.
Tell you what, you should also run in your ute or your digger or whatever, your truck or whatever. You should always run a couple of boxes of shapes, I reckon, because I couldn't count the amount of times I've been to a job that was meant to be for fucking 2 hours, that went for 2 fucking days, and I didn't take lunch.
Yes. Hey, I carry muesli bars. You know the oats bars? I have little oats bars in my car for that reason, man. Because I get low blood sugar, yeah. So if I don't eat, I start to get the shakes. I get like sick. So I keep oats bars in the car all the time, and a packet of snakes, the lollies. You have to, man. You're right. It's good to have those things. Yes. UDA Frank saying a full esky with food and drink, and JJH is saying fuses. There you go. And SEQ Dirtworks is saying a bit of oil, hydraulic oil, coolant. Yeah, true, man. It'd be good to have something like that. Bloody, we're going to need to buy like a truck to carry everything around at this rate.
That's probably half the problem too. Like, is you try and take the bare essentials, and then there's always something that you didn't bring.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, that's like I was saying. Whatever tools you got in your work, you're going to need the one that you haven't got. It's always the way. It's always the case. Pliers. Did we say pliers? No one said pliers. So you need pliers vice grips, side cutters, something like that. Scissors. There you go. So put all that in your car. I should make a list. Yeah, I should do like a formal list. Are you going to open up your ute tomorrow, Jack?
Yeah, I'll do that for you, bud.
Oh, that's it. WD-40. Don't forget WD-40. Yeah, that's it. You need something like that.
I don't want to be that bloke, but I'll give you a tour around the ute and show you what's in there. But don't fucking hang shit on me being a flogger, because it'll upset me.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to show off me ute. I'm just trying to help you.
It is a nice ute, though. It's very nice. The Shaka Project joined. So actually, the Shaka Project, look out. I've got a new podcast coming out, guys, with Sean from the Shaka Project. We did a podcast the other day, so that's coming out this week, probably tomorrow or Tuesday.
Lord.
And that was about mental health. So a very, very good episode. So if you want to know a bit more about mental health, what options we have, how to help people with issues, all that sort of stuff, listen out for that podcast. That's coming out, and that was from the Shaka Project. So, and if you don't know who they are, go onto the Shaka Project and have a look, man. Very interesting listen, man, for all the listeners. What are guys saying? I've missed a few things here. A generator, an inverter. Oh, here we go. We're getting full on now. That Land Cruiser. Oh, here we go. He just wants to show the Land Cruiser off. Is that right, Jacko?
No.
Oh, jeez. No, that's it. No, tomorrow we want to see a video if you can. Anyway, yeah, good. Oh, what's he got? A Land Abuser. Oh, yeah, I like that. All right. He's calling you. You're saying you got a Land Abuser.
Yeah, well, that's right, because it's not a Land Cruiser anymore.
Oh, no. All right. Well, you know what? It's well after 9. I was saying last week we went for 2 hours. So I had to split that episode into 2. So this one is an hour and 20. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. I'll leave it as it is. Are you guys happy? You guys want to add anything else before we finish up?
I'm good, mate.
No, all good.
Jump off anyway.
No worries. Yeah, I suppose everyone's got to go to work tomorrow, innit? All right, thank you, boys. So Sydney Rockwalls, E&B Hire, thank you very much for joining in.
North
Pro Excavations.
Queensland Lambo.
Yeah, so you've got a North Queensland Lambo, the Land Cruiser. Yeah, true, man, true.
Got a Tourer.
That's the one, huh? Oh, it's not. You got to either have. Is it a GQ Patrol? That's what everyone has, or a GU, or one of the Land Cruisers. That's what you got to have nowadays, isn't it? To be in earth moving, is that true?
I don't know. Everyone reckons you got to have a Ram now, or
a Ram, or a Chev Silverado, one of those. Yeah.
Geez, I must be under a rock. I've still got the BT50.
Yeah, I'm even worse.
Are you even an earth mover?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to be.
I've got my Triton, mate. The Mitsubishi Triton. You can't frighten the Triton, mate. That's it. Oh, jeez. All right. No, guys, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure having you on again, as usual. I appreciate your time.
No.
I can't believe you didn't represent today, though. I'm a bit disappointed.
That was for you last week, mate. Yeah, I'm on my own today.
He's on his own. Yeah, I'm not representing anyone today. How's that? Yeah, no, I had to wear the rip top today. I was bloody boiling in here. I'm dying. It's still 28 in the garage. I'm looking at the little aircon thing. I've put like a little fan there, and it's not doing much. It's not really doing anything. So I couldn't put a t-shirt on, man. It's just too hot. I'll have to
get an aircon sponsor, I reckon, to do the aircon in the studio and give them a shout out.
Fujitsu, where you at?
Where is it? We need all the Dakin and Fujitsu and whatever reps to come and hit me up. Yeah, definitely. I'll give you guys a plug if you give me an aircon in here. That's it. Now, like I said again, guys, thank you very much. And for anyone that hasn't seen the episode from the start and wants to go back and have a look, these episodes all get uploaded during the week. Go onto Spotify, YouTube, Apple. We're on all those platforms for the podcast, but also you can follow Earthworks Hub on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. What else is there? Yeah, YouTube. I don't know, all of them, all the platforms, whatever you can think of. And there's also other stuff on there. So not only do I do podcasts, we do like product reviews. We do, visit sites, talk to other people in the industry, and all sorts of stuff, man. So there's more on YouTube than you think. There's history on machinery and all sorts of stuff. So go and check it out. And if you haven't gone to earthworkshub.com.au, go and check out the website. I've got directories on there for events, jobs, all businesses, contractors, suppliers, everyone. So all these boys are on there as well. So if you need to find a service and use someone, you can go on and find them on there, or put yourself on there. So it's all free. Go on and do it. And that's it. What's ADM saying? Is anyone going live this week? ADM's asking if any of us are going live during the week. I think he means during the week, yeah. I don't know. If I jump in the machine this week, I'll definitely go live.
I might try
but I've got nothing.
Potentially tomorrow, but that'll be the only day I think I can do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Rest of the week's going to be a bit hard.
Yeah. It depends. I'm the same. If I'm working for a client and I'm not meant to be recording, doing stuff and that, or if I like flat out and have to listen to them, or like talk and stuff, communicate, I can't be recording. But if I'm just sitting in the machine doing stuff, just general things, then it's not too bad. I can do it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. I'm going to let everyone go. Make sure you follow Earthworks Hub everywhere. Guys, have a good week. Stay safe. And we'll see you all on the next episode. Take care.
See you, fellas.
See you, mate.
See you, everyone. Bye.